Kitsap County. Today we're talking about if you're a seller and you're looking to list, a common question we get is, should I replace the carpet? Should I paint the house? Or, before listing, or should we provide a credit to the buyers and let the buyer choose the paint and the carpet color? Ashton, this is Ashton Evans with Dupuis team at Keller Williams West Sound. I'm Stephanie Dupuis with Dupuis team at Keller Williams West Sound. And Ashton, have you ever, and I know the answer to this, been in a listing meeting and had the seller ask that question?
Always. They always want to know. And I always tell them the same thing. If you're selling a car, you wash it, at least power wash it. Buyers cannot visualize what the house looks like. If you've got old carpet in there, or if the paint is some bright color that you love, but is not necessarily neutral for other people, they're going to be turned off by it.
Exactly. And you know, you and I, we work with both buyers and sellers, which I think is always good to work with a broker that works with both buyers and sellers, because we hear the buyer side of this. And buyers, bless their hearts, you know, this is human nature. It's very difficult to visualize when you step into a home. We have that first impression issue. And the first impression, if the carpet's old and grimy and gross, and if the exterior of the house needs paint and that's gross and the paint's falling off and you step inside and the paint's dirty, the walls are dirty, that's your first impression, and that's what sticks in the buyer's head. So in fairness to the buyer, it is difficult for them to visualize something else.
And it says deferred maintenance. It says that you didn't take care of the house, and what other problems are there?
It really does. So the first reason, if you're a seller, do the repairs up front prior to listing the house. And Ashton just brought up a good point. It does scream deferred maintenance, and it gives the inspector, when you do go under contract, you know, they get a little suspicious and they start looking for more things that they might not be looking otherwise if your house freshly painted and you have new carpets. Paint and carpets, I'd say easiest thing to fix. Best return dollar for dollar.
Yep, and that leads into the second thing.
Perfect segue. So the second reason to make repairs prior to listing is it increases the value of the home. Best return dollar for dollar. And any repairs you make prior to listing, you get to make those repairs on your terms, not on the buyer's terms. So it makes absolute sense to make repairs prior to listing.
Yeah, depending on the house, you can spend $2,000 on new carpet and end up getting 10 in return.
Yep. Same with exterior paint is another one. Interior, exterior paint. Inexpensive repairs to make, and they make a huge difference on both how fast the home sells and how much the home sells for. The third reason is time and stress on the buyer. How many times have we walked into a home with the buyer and we're like, hey, this just needs to be, that's it. Phone call, just call the carpet guy. It's inexpensive. And buyers, they're already stressed enough. Oftentimes, how do they respond, Ashton?
They're like, I don't want to have to deal with it. They're like, I've got moving to do. I've got to be out of my rental because I gave them notice after we decided that we were going to move in. I don't have time to wait for carpet after we've closed. And I need the house. I need to be able to move my things into the house immediately. And I want to take advantage of me not having to pay a mortgage payment for 2 months, you know, and be able to be in there, get switched over. And doing paint and carpet especially, is just not something that can be done.
Yeah, the buyers, whether you're a buyer or a seller, you constantly need to be putting yourself in the party's shoes throughout the entire transaction. And if you're a seller and your carpet needs to be replaced, do it prior to listing. We're going to say that again, do it prior to listing. Because as soon as a buyer walks in, if they think they need to replace that carpet, they have a number of thoughts that might be going through their head. One, why didn't the seller do that? What else have they neglected to do? Two, for goodness sake, if it's that easy, why didn't the seller do it? If the seller doesn't care about replacing their carpet, they must not care too much about the value. They must not care too much about the upkeep of the house. I mean, the buyer will just go on and on in their head about with opinions and thoughts about the carpet. It's not worth it, folks. Replace the carpet. prior to
And
what's
with paint too, I mean, buyers just want your basic neutrals so that they can see
off-white.
their furniture in there. If they want a bright green wall, let them have a bright green wall and let them paint that, but give them something neutral to work with.
Yeah, just give them a basic palette to start with. So the 3 reasons, if you're a seller and you're not sure whether you should paint the exterior, paint the interior, address the floors, the answer is yes. Buyers have a difficult time visualizing it. It also helps you get top dollar. It also heads off the time and stress for the buyer, and it makes it easier for you to sell the home. I think the number 4 that we didn't mention is it often helps you with financing and it opens you up to more buyers. So
Yeah.
things like that, and that's something your broker can talk with you about. But that's probably a different video.
Yeah.
With us today, Ashton. I'm Stephanie Dupuis with Dupuis team at Keller Williams West Sound, and joining us today,
I'm Ashton with the Dupuis team with Keller Williams West Sound.
if you found this video helpful, please share it on your Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and leave any comments or questions below. We love corresponding with you all. And we hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you right here next week. Take care, Kitsap County.